Lord Vraxx, we adore thee, so strong and smart and great. Don't shoot or fry or jail us, don't crush or immolate. Don't chop us into pieces, don't throw us in the bay. We're loyal, true, and faithful. You're looking great today. 241st stanza of the Vraxian Imperial Anthem.
Vraxx's father was Governor Tyrant of the ice planet Roldok 9, and young Vraxx spent his childhood like most Sakarian noble spawn, in a vat. As cadet pilot in the Sakar Academy for Conquest and Subjugation, he excelled in space dogfighting, judging the weak, and planetary immolation. As a young warlord, Vraxx destroyed Roldok for harboring his childhood piano teacher and soon built an impressive empire through fear, intimidation, brilliant space combat, and fear. However, Vraxx's extraordinary military prowess was always undermined by overconfidence, grandstanding, gloating, unworkable revenge plots, and general self-indulgence. He vaporized one planet because he didn't like the color of their beaches and disintegrated so many ill-performing generals that the rank of lieutenant colonel became known as the sweet spot. In Valhalla, Vraxx's naked ambition and unremitting scheming is reassuringly constant. He's contemptuous of heroes who are not royalty, and only Nye, Bodvar, and Hattori and Orion are worthy of direct address. Vraxx's most prized possession is everything he owns, so no touching.
Now let's start, champion. I have beaten you at days of sword dueling just as I have beaten you at everything else. But I will keep you alive long enough to witness my final victory. Lord Vraxx.
Archaeological and DNA evidence both point to the existence of a single super hunter. One extraordinary individual whose dramatic life corresponds exactly with the time and place in human history that Homo sapiens avoided extinction and catapulted forward. The American Journal of Prehistoric Studies.
In the darkness before the dawn of history, Nash was raised by the harsh jungle itself. The lone hunter was called Longfang by the Sabertooths, the beast by the human clans, and Swift Death by the Primordial, an ancient race of savage cannibal apes. The ruthless Primordials drove humankind to the brink of extinction before Nash emerged to stalk their steps. He devised the very first plan when he drove the last Primordial through the great crevice of the Valley of the Never-Setting Sun and trapped him there with a giant avalanche. No one has been in Valhalla longer, and some say he was hunting these heavenly forests before Odin and company arrived. He continues to collect firewood, avoid darkness, store food for winter, and does not seem to understand or care that he's still not on Earth. He talks little about the tournament or anything else, but his winning record speaks for itself. Points to sky, walks fingers on palm, shows two fingers, shakes fist, points to self. Do I make myself clear? Nash. So it is written that the warrior queen shall walk abroad and vex the stranger gods in their own house. She will defeat them in tests of their own devising and wrench the laurels from their crowns. And in the final battle she will call out, and our old gods will answer in fury, destroying all so the cycle may begin anew. The prophecy of the Jaguar Queen. Hundreds of years of war and plague had reduced the once mighty empire of the Jaguar Kingdom to a shadow of its former glory. Neither the brilliant battlefield victories nor the cunning sorcery of the great Queen Nye could stem the tide of decline of her people or of her gods. A once great pantheon now faded to near extinction. Seeing that her civilization's doom was sealed, Nye made a plan. She casts a spell, drawing into herself the essence of the 11 surviving gods of the Jaguar Kingdom. And during the Battle of Zan Lakola, a Valkyrie offered Nye a place in Valhalla. She accepted, carrying Zan Lakutli, the Kote, Elba the Snake, and 9 other alien gods with her to the Great Hall. In Valhalla, Nye is a consummate warrior and has grown to love the place, yet she never loses sight of her purpose. Her victories nourish the gods of her people, and little by little, they recover. Nye believes tales of Ragnarok represent Asgardians' dim understanding that creation is cynical and that Asgard must be destroyed for the world to be renewed and for her gods to rule again. Our beliefs aren't so different. For example, your notion of Ragnarok is roughly correct, you just lack the bigger picture. Nye to a confused Bodvar.